Voltei. Fui fazer umas paradinhas. Aí tive que fechar. Mas estamos de volta. E dessa vez com L.A Noire. Deixa eu ver uma paradinha aqui primeiro. Eu esqueci meu celular, né? Bom, a gente tinha parado numa missão, só que aí a gente tive que sair, né? Deixa eu pegar meu celular primeiro, peraí. Porra. Pronto. O jogo tá aberto. Alô, jogo. Aí. Continuar.
I can't decide between.
Deixa eu entrar numa aplicação aqui. Agora vai, né? Foi. Não, entrei no mapa sem querer.
The tuna fish and the chicken.
Que é isso aqui? Tá, a gente tem que ir na cena do crime. Não, apesar que eu acho que. Deixa eu ver. Ah, ele salvou. Vamos pro bar. Aqui é o bar? Ah, é. Eu achei que ele não tinha salvo. Pô, mas esse jogo aqui tá 30 FPS. Porque ele tá 30 FPS. Agora tá 60. Não, tá 30. Ué. Tá.
Gents, drink? Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes. Barulho de
I
helicóptero.
heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers.
Estranho.
The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Tá, último contato com a
What
vítima.
time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
Pô, não, mano, fala direito.
We don't have time for you to be making guesses. What time was it exactly?
Hey, give me a break. I don't remember it to the second.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right,
Já que eu não lembro do caso.
promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure, I got a good look. One of them was a sailor.
Cara, tá com barulho de helicóptero. É do jogo?
In uniform.
É.
His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other men?
The other guy?
Localiza um marinho suspeito.
Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough.
Ah.
We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, you shirt. Can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Sabia.
Bates! We just want to talk!
Eita, tá sem música o jogo.
Come on, got a ride. Get in and drive.
Porra.
Don't mind me.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this slut get away.
Caralho, eu esqueci qual que freia. Ali, entrou ali.
We'd be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vicked.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some
Porra.
reason, sticklers for routine. He's showing you how it's done.
Olha ali.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Let's end this fun.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Show me your hands! Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear
Olha
on
o
that.
cara com o taco de gol.
She preferred the sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me, a cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Deixa eu usar a intuição.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Not
Você saiu fugindo que nem doido?
chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Ué.
KGBL calling car 11. Any Central unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza.
11K responding, go ahead.
Identified. 11K, message from Watch Car.
Peraí, deixa eu ver se o.
Message reads, Barron's Bar, bartender Benny Clough reports victim Teresa Terrellson last seen entering
Ah, o telefone não quer funcionar.
91.
Vou procurar outro.
Roger, KGPL. Requesting an APB on that same vehicle. Yellow cab 3591. Relay all sightings to 11K.
Roger, 11K.
Competitively at just the right size to fit growing family like yours. So make the call on Bradshaw 2215.
Call 11K, we have a response
Ah, foi.
on your APB.
Ué. Caralho. Cara,
Where's that cab got you now?
11K, yellow cab number 35.
porra, tem gente aqui atrás do taxista agora. Mas a gente olha esse. Porra. Qual que é a sirene?
11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear.
All right, so where's the cab?
Cadê o táxi?
You see our taxi anywhere?
Call 11K, your suspect vehicle, yellow cab
Achei.
391, sighted at 6th and Valencia. All units in the vicinity in any Century unit. 211 is shot.
Nossa, o jogo tá alto, cara. Nossa senhora, tá muito alto. Pera aí.
Canal code 3 identified.
Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It was at the Crystal Ballroom,
What time?
after midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Eita porra.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks, man.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified. also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
You can take it if you want, or not. You're not the only cop in this town.
With affiliates in Los Angeles, California, New York, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is American Century Broadcasting.
Eu dei uma travada, mas tá tudo bem.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to
He's
put
in
him
an
down to
interview
one
too.
round.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Cadê o cara? Ele falou que tá no interview 2.
Straight through the red light. Bet you never saw
Okay.
that.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Incidente com Bates.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at...
Ah, mas você não falou nada.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Movimentos antes do assassinato.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
Olha o caderno. Esse é o testemunho que deixou Teresa em um acompanhante em Bar Room. Porra, sempre.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. I got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An all-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
Tá. Corrida de táxi pra vítima.
You said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
Eu não diria isso.
Tell the truth, Jessup. You were running out of time. You wanted to get laid and Teresa wouldn't come across. It made you crazy, so you strangled her with a piece of rope.
For Christ's sake, that's not true. I felt sorry for her. What proof do you have that I strangled her? I've never struck a woman in my life. Done a few things I'm ashamed of.
Eu não perguntei disso,
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1600 Boulevard.
Tá, vamos pro terminal de ônibus. Ah, vamos pro acampamento central.
And one on the hook. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K, 11K.
Oh, mas essa cidade tá muito crime, hein?
Okay, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Carrollson picked up.
11K, roger.
Porra. É, mano, comecei com uma 12.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
Need to just set. We need to hold out for cavalry.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Caralho.
You want your rightful share? We need to
These men
fight
know
for
they're
it.
harboring a murderer?
Joe Louis.
Pra que dar um tiraço de 12? O maluco nem tava armado outro.
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them, that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Era militar também. Tem uma bolsa ali. Dinheiro e bilhete de ônibus.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Ah. Ah, corda aí, ó.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Vamos pro terminal de ônibus.
Capitol Records presents Marcia Tilton with her lovely tune.
Oxe, doidão. Ele não entrou na porta normal.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder. get the point.
Foi o ônibus 249, né? Cento e 129. 909. Qual que é? Dois quatro nove. Não tá aqui estacionando.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
Uma linha reta. No.
Did you read about the woman who
need to run the
stabbed
boot.
her husband and pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop.
No, we're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
He's a waste in the police force. Good-looking boy like that should go into politics.
All-American 7-4. Let's go get him. This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Dubs. You're just as bored as I am. Still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
cadê esse ônibus?
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli. Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's just killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. The folks hate cops. Going this way.
No, you know.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You have an alibi? Someone rely. Someone who will be around on the day of the trial.
Fuck your trial. The capitalist system needs another victim from amongst the masses. So be it.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Theresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Vamos bem.
The flames in me. And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Secretária do estúdio assassinada. O secretário, sei lá. Secretário.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Bom, guys, vamos assistir um filmezinho. Que a gente já salvou. Vou colocar aqui. Vocês que estão no YouTube, infelizmente eu não vou poder mostrar, então adeus para vocês no YouTube.